This old Smart & Brown lathe that we've got, which is a lovely lathe, causes us a bit of problem sometimes because it's driven by flat belts, or a flat belt I should say. 2 speed ranges here. It's got a 3-speed gearbox in the bottom, but then the final drive from the gearbox up to the spindle is on this flat belt. And it just, every so often, it just chucks belts. It just slip. Yeah, that's gone already. So there's the motor, and it drives from a V-belt from the motor down to the gearbox, and then the output from the gearbox drives the flat belt. Let's see if it will do this again. Hey. So that was fine. Just every so often it throws the belt off the pulley. It's not going to do it now, is it? Typical. There it goes. See the speeds on the pulley at the bottom there, and there's no, it's got a shoulder on the extremes. There's a shoulder there, there's a shoulder there, but there's nothing here, and the belt can just slide off of that and onto the smaller one. And these are the 2 speeds, so you've got, as I said, 3 speeds on the gearbox and then 2 speeds here. And we're trying to run this fast and it keeps slipping off that pulley. So sometimes what we do, where the belt is joined, has to have a joint, it's the only way of getting it in there. And there's a pin, goes through the links here, which you have to pull out to take the belt apart. And sometimes what we do is take the pin out, pull the belt apart, turn it around, sort of flip it over kind of thing, and then join it back together. I haven't had this problem since we put this new synthetic belt on here. It used to be a problem with the old leather belts. They would stretch and not always stretch evenly, but this you'd think would be straight. So rather than faff about trying to take the pin out of the joiner and turn it over, I'm going to try and spray this with some belt dressing. The problem seems to be on the initial startup. Once the machine's running, the belt stays on the pulley fine. It seems to be the initial startup, just especially when you're using high speeds. And I could maybe try putting more tension on the belt, but I'm going to have a go at using this. I'm hoping that as long as it doesn't slip, I'm thinking it slips and then slides sideways off the pulleys, so we shall see whether this does any good. Oh no, the nozzle is bunged up. Oh heck. Great. Such a long time since I used it. Well, I cleaned this nozzle out with acetone, and that's clear. I can blow through this. The problem, you can It's the valve on the canister. That is just not... That's either gunged up inside, or there's no gas left in it. I don't know, there's certainly some liquid in the can. What's that say? 2593 50291. Yeah. I wonder if this is 27 years old. Oh my word, it might well be. I'm going to try and pop the can and see if I can actually pour the whatever liquid is in here, pour it out into something else and see if I can just brush it on. It's looking a bit dodgy trying to poke a hole in the can. Let's watch it go bang. Wow. I was hoping that would pop through there. Blimey. Might have to go and get a drill. Well, yeah, no gas left. Ho hum. Let's make that hole bigger and see if we can pour some stuff out the can. Heck, what am I going to put this in? I think I might just put another hole in the other side. And let's see what we got. Ooh. Well, obviously some kind of solvent in that. Yes, well, I think I might try and brush that on the belt and see if that'll do the job. Let's find a brush. Contains trichloroethane. Trichloroethane. Tric. Yeah, I don't suppose they make this stuff anymore. Well, I don't really need this paper here. It's bit easier to get the stuff where you want it with a brush rather than spraying. I do remember using a spray before, and obviously it tells us you use it between 8 and 10 inches away, and you get a lot of wastage. Half of it misses what you're trying to spray it on. So, you know what, I think this is actually a better way of doing it. Remains to be seen whether it will work, but well, nothing ventured. I'm doing the right side. Yeah, I think so. Well, that's it. Around. Do I do another coat? I'll just leave that. So there we go. I think I shall leave that. Leave that to dry for a bit and see if it helps. I should put a label on this pickle jar to say what's in it now. Well, this has had a little while to dry. It's still tacky, which I suppose it needs to be to do its job. So let's slot this back in. See if it's made any difference. Well, I think maybe that's helped. There's a squeak on startup, but I'm guessing that might be from the V-belt on the other end of the motor. Well, I think that might have been worth doing. Let's hope so. And we're all good to go for its next job.